Charlotte Langford in the Alternative Writing Center. Charlotte, I know that you teach classroom instruction as well as here in the center. How do you teach differently in those two places?
Well, it's an entirely different technique, actually. In the classroom, I prepared a syllabus, and I've decided months beforehand what these students need on October 19th, what I'll do, and October 20th, what I'll do. And we move in a block with me sort of in charge of what it is they need. And this is only minimally effective, I feel, in many ways, because some of the students, of course, are going to be ill that day and not listening at all. Some students say, I'm working on the run-on sentence, don't need help on the run-on sentence, and they're bored. And others listen, and it's fine. But it's hit or miss. And I realize this is the way classes have been taught for millennium, but nevertheless, I find the Alternative Learning Center to be a really good place to work on students as their needs arise. Each student has his or her syllabus, and what we do is they begin to move at their own pace through the work, and then they come up. We have a sign-up sheet, and they sign their name, and they come up to see me, and they'll say, I got a paper back today, and I had several run-on sentences. Could we look at these and talk about them? That student is ready at that moment to learn about run-ons, and I have found incredible results from this. Once I've sat down with a student and gone over a run-on or gone over a paper or something like that, that student moves forward. And I'll do the same thing in the classroom and not find nearly as much response. And I always think, what happened? I stood up there, I said the stuff, I thought I did a good job, and still I'm getting run-on sentence errors. But this won't happen in the lab because you teach the student when he or she's ready at exactly the place that student wants help. So I find that very valuable in the lab.
Charlotte, since this is a self-paced class, does that mean the student can come in whenever it's convenient to them to do their work?
Actually not. I'm glad you asked that, though, because a lot of students are confused about this. The writing lab is a class, and it meets on the regular schedules, a Monday, Wednesday, or a Tuesday, Thursday, and the student is signed into a specific time slot. And that student is expected to be in class. It is a class. I'm a teacher, and I'm over there every day. I walk around the room, and I talk to the students, and I work with them, and they sign up and come and see me for in-depth work. And the tutors and the lab assistant, we're all here ready to help that student. And we want that person in class. I take roll every day. The tutors take roll every day. And if the students don't come, if they have it in their mind that this is an independent studies rather than a self-paced, they will be dropped from the class. And we don't want that to happen. So I really want to clarify that the students need to think of this as a class, but just very specialized toward his or her needs.
What kind of scheduling is available in the Writing Center?
Well, we have classes all day long from 8 o'clock in the morning till 7:30 at night, and we call them time slots. It's the same scheduling as in the classroom as far as time is concerned. Students put in 3 class hours a week. That's 2 75-minute hours, 2 days a week, Monday, Wednesday, or Tuesday and Thursday, or special sections on Fridays only. Mm-hmm. And so it's very flexible, and that's a big advantage to students who are having problems with their schedule. They can work around their other classes and find a time usually in the writing lab when they can schedule their classes.
What types of students take classes here in the Writing Center?
Well, really all types, but we do have the capability of giving special help to students with particular needs. And we get a lot of students referred to from the classroom who may be having trouble with their basic grammar or punctuation or something like that, and we can give them intensive practice and drill work in those areas. Otherwise, students who may be having trouble scheduling their classes, as I said before, we have a very flexible schedule here. And also students who may want to take more time than one semester to finish a course, or who may want to speed up the process and finish it early. Because the fact that it is self-paced, they can work at their own speed and fit it into their other commitments because of that.
I see that you have computers available for the students to use here in the Writing Center. How do you use those?
Well, we use them primarily for word processing. Most of the instruction is done through our books, which are generally workbook format, but students can write their papers on the computer, and we do have tutorial programs available to tell them how to do that, to train them if they don't know, and our tutors are all trained to help the students use the computers. We also do diagnostic testing on the computers, which helps the instructors to zero in on the areas that the students need to work on. And we do have also special exercises, computer-assisted instruction materials, which will give the students special work on those areas that they need to practice.
My name is Kazuko Kanazawa, and I'm from Japan. Here in almost 21 months. And I'm taking this writing class because I wanted to improve my writing skill since English is my second language, and I still do make lots of grammatical mistakes. And so through taking this writing class that I can get a lot of help and extra help, and I really like this writing class. It really helps me to write well and to make me think how to write and to make me think how to write correct with a correct grammar. So yeah, this is a big help. I really like it.